Today guys, I want to look at on how you can install a new meter to a customer, and then we are going to use this as our meter, and this as our double pole and a circuit breaker. Then we have a cutout. We'll be trying to follow on how you can install a new meter to a customer. As you can see here, we have a new meter box with two wires inlet into the customer's house, and then an inlet from the main power supply or the main cable, which brings out in power from the pole. Then we have an earthing wire here, which we'll be using to construct an earthing. And then next thing, we want to start our installation. We'll be starting by first fixing our cutout. We just start by just fixing this cutout at this point where it's supposed to be fixed as from the start. Then you can lock it like this. And then after there, you now open this point, and then you can open this part of a neutral and an earthing point, and then you feed in this our neutral wire at this point. After fixing it, you make sure it's well fixed, so that you can have a good work or a good installed system. Install it at this point, and then the next thing is just to fix this as our meter, and our main wire to be this one. And then you have your meter here. If you want us to fix it, just fix it first on this point. You make sure it's tightly tied, and then you start by installing it. You just come and join these 2 points. This as the neutral point. Don't worry about the wires, because I've used the yellow wire as the live, but it has no harm. You just fix at this point, and then after the live, you join the neutral wires at this point. After joining, you now have these 2 points. Then we want to join this our cutout. You join this our cutout, so that let's see how we can join it. You just input this one at this point, then you use this our face tester to tie and to pin it at this point. Next, to the new at this point. Fix it at this point, and then you fix it very well. You make sure it's tight. Then you place this at this point. You also fix it. After now you are finished, you now you now join the main power supplier. You join the main power supplier to the cutout, and then you join the neutral and earthing and the earth wire to this our main supplier. So this one at this point. Make sure it's tight and it's very well placed. And then now you join this one at this point. You just insert here. Then now after you are finished, the second thing is just to join the second thing. And now the second thing, the almost last thing to do is just to fix this this double pole of and this cutout of ours, to make sure it's well tied or it's well placed. And then now after you are finished like this one, now as you can see, the power supply have come from this main supply, then enters the cutout and then comes out with this as our live, and then this as our neutral, then enters the meter through this point, and then live in and then live out, which goes to the consumer unit, and then neutral in, neutral out, which goes to the consumer. Now then we have this as our circuit. And then now the next thing is just you make sure that the power output, and then you join this like this one and like this one, and you can see the meter reflects. It can show the power has been supplied to the meter, and then after the meter it goes out and then goes to the consumer, to the main to the consumer unit of the customer. Then now let's go and look on how to install a consumer unit, which is always put inside the house of the customer. And then now here, this is the consumer, like it's a consumer unit of a customer. Then you have this as the supply to the consumer and to the customers appliances, and this is our supply voltage from the meter or from the intake unit. And then now we want to start by inserting this one into this point, and then after this we insert these neutrals at this side because they are from the same point or from the same side. You insert them like this one. Then you have your supply, your intake appliance wires as like this one, and then you insert the the main supply voltage, like this one, and then this one, and then you can have something looking like this one. And then now you want us to insert a double pole at this point, so that it can be a controller for the power that comes from the meter. We have this as our circuit breaker. You just come with this array, then you place it at this point, you fix it at that point. Like this. Then it's good you you pin it with the two screws for it to work better. So we want to place another one here. Another one at this point, like this. Then now after this one, you now fix a double pole. We first fix these ones, this one at this point, and also this one, because they are of the same. And then you tighten them. Like this. The next, these two, fix them at this point, like this one. And you just like this one. And then after there, you now fix this double pole at this relay, like this one. And then you insert the main power input supply wire, then this one at this point, and then you tighten them like this. Also this one. And then now after this, you now go to the consumer or the consumer intake, and then you allow the power to circulate through the connection you have done, and then you can now see if it's working. At this point, we had fixed the cutout and the meter, and then now we are done with the consumer and the consumer unit. Then now you need to fix the meter where it's supposed to be fixed, and then fixing the cutout and the meter. Now inside the cutout, and then you can see that's reflected here at the meter, and then the meter have accepted the power output. And then now we can go and see if the circuit is working. And then now at this point, we have this as our double pole, and then as you can see, we had allowed the power to be on, and then you switch on the double pole, and then as you can see, when you have made it on, then you can switch off the light, and it can be lighting now. Switch off, switch on again. Okay, thank you, and that's all for today.